I definitely, absolutely had fears about going downtown and sharing my faith. It's not necessarily something I wanted to do, but I know that God's will for us is to share what He's done in our lives.
One of the reasons that I was so afraid to do street evangelism is because I felt that I was going to offend people. I felt like it wouldn't be received well, and I felt like people would just shirk it off, or they wouldn't take it seriously, or they would maybe make fun of me.
Evangelism is so important. It's not just something to do on Saturday nights. It's not just another thing to put on your checklist. It's fulfilling God's will for us.
I still believe that every conversation that I've had has been 100% worthwhile, because I know that I don't need to see the fruit of my labor, and that God is the one that's going to be changing those people.
Before I participated in street evangelism, I really felt almost an emptiness in my heart about ministry in general and about my spiritual life. I felt like I wasn't doing enough. I felt like I wasn't doing what God had called me to do, which is to do ministry in the first place. It was a really dry time in my life, quite honestly. But the night that I got to participate in street evangelism, I felt an excitement and a joy and a fulfillment that I'd never felt, or that I hadn't felt in a long, long time. I felt like street evangelism really opened up my spirit to receive joy, to receive purpose and fulfillment for what God's called us all to do. He created us to worship Him and to encourage others to worship Him. It's part of the Great Commission as a Christian to go into all the world and preach the good news to all creation. God is doing all sorts of things through evangelism downtown, from big to small.
Our vision is to equip people to become effective soul winners and to experience great anointing of God's power on the street during evangelism. I challenge you to come learn a simple yet effective way of sharing Christ with people, or simply come and join us for what God is doing on the streets.